Welcome to this week's Harmonic Pulse, where we explore the subtle patterns shaping both our inner and collective experience. I'm Victoria, and I help women and some men rewrite the story they were told about who they are so they can create a life aligned with their soul's true calling. For years, I believed something was wrong with me. I thought I couldn't quite get life right. But eventually, a different realization emerged. I was not broken. I was simply real in a world full of performers. And when you're real in a world that rewards performance, it can feel like you're the one who doesn't belong. Once I saw that, a lot of the pain I'd been carrying suddenly made sense. What if the pain many sensitive or aware people carry comes from trying to perform an identity that was never truly theirs? Much of modern culture quietly rewards performance, not essence. We learn early how to present ourselves in ways that gain approval, how to appear confident even when we're unsure, how to say the right things, how to fit the identity that seems to work. Over time, many people become very skilled performers. But for those who are naturally perceptive or deeply authentic, something inside resists that. When you cannot perform in the way that others do, it can feel like you are the one who is flawed. For a long time, I believed I simply hadn't reached the level others had. I thought the teachers, guides, or voices that I looked to must understand something that I didn't. So I kept searching, searching for someone to confirm I was doing it right, someone to show me the way. But over time, something surprising became clear. The reason people often misunderstood me was not because I was behind. In some cases, it was because I was seeing things earlier, not better or more superior, simply earlier. And when you recognize patterns before others do, it can feel incredibly isolating. The real shift came when I stopped assuming others knew better, a recognition that my perception also has value. When that happened, a lot of the suffering quietly fell away, because so much of our pain comes from abandoning our own knowing, waiting for permission, waiting for validation, waiting for someone else to confirm what we already sense inside. And when we reclaim that inner authority, something changes. We stop trying to perform belonging. We simply stand in our truth. Many people believe awakening means seeking someone who can fix or heal us. And there is absolutely a place for guidance and support. But sometimes the real healing begins when we realize something simpler. What if the pain wasn't because something was wrong with you? What if the pain came from repeatedly trying to live in ways that were not aligned with your true nature? In that case, the healing doesn't come from fixing yourself. It comes from stopping behaviors that keep hurting you, from trusting what you already sense, and from allowing your natural awareness to lead. For me, the shift was surprisingly simple. I stopped assuming I was behind and started recognizing that sometimes the reason you feel different is because you are seeing something others have not yet seen. When that realization landed, I no longer felt the need to prove myself or explain myself or perform who I thought I should be. I simply reclaimed my seat at the table of my own life. So this week's resonance note. This week, simply observe where you may still be looking outside yourself for confirmation, and gently ask yourself, where might my own quiet knowing already be guiding me? The world does not always recognize authenticity immediately. Sometimes it rewards performance instead. But the path of sovereignty is not about learning to perform more convincingly. It is about learning to trust the deeper intelligence already present within you and allowing that presence to shape how you move through life. Until next week's Pulse, have a good week.